Mentality has been a big talking point here at DreamHack Valencia, day number 1, and understandably so. And I can't help but feel like our next series has some of the most interesting perspective when it comes to the mentality at hand. Welcome back here to the Pro Circuit. I am your host, Wade Dreadnought Penfold, and as always here, I've got myself a Gibbs and a Turtle. Guys, the biggest thing here, our next series focusing on Rogue versus Dignitas, and I feel like, as I said, that there's some of the most interesting stances between the success of Rogue recently and the interesting, I think it's unfair to say a downward spiral, because that is not the case, but like misdirection here of Dignitas.
It is definitely a different team on Dignitas that we saw. The greatest team to ever play Rocket League is down to 1 member at this point. But first, let's talk about Rogue real quick, because they went to the World Championship. No one expected a lot from them, and they got a top 4 finish. We saw all 3 members really carrying that team at different points, which has been absolutely huge for them.
It was huge, and with the leadership of Kronovi and the incredible mechanics from AJ and Wonder on LAN at Worlds, we saw the most insane double touches, the flip resets from AJ, the double touches from Wonder, and they were just doing it like it was casual on the biggest stage in Rocket League, completely blowing everybody's expectations and almost securing a spot here as a top-tier team. Yeah,
like it's been huge because Wonder, he just finished college right before the regional championships, and it has shown that he's getting a lot more practice in. He showed up in the regional championships after a shaky league play to make the World Championship. And then he popped off at the World Championship too, having like 2 or 3 top 10 plays for the entire tournament. So with him playing that well, we know AJ plus Crow have their moments already, but with Wonder, that third wheel now, it's looking really scary.
Yeah, the angles that some of the double taps out of Wonder, watching some of the VODs, I was just sitting there going like, how is this kid hitting this? Is that even physically possible to be able to put the ball in the back of the net? And that, I think, is such a cool talking point for them, is that they have really been able to grow. And I think a lot of it is interesting. Just, you know, whenever Kronovi was talked to, it never felt like it was Kronovi going like, here's my leadership. It felt like, again, it's a very give and take relationship, and it's benefited everyone in that team.
Yeah, because we know that Wonder, like, he is actually that captain. He made that roster move, and there was question marks, right? Where, like, everyone's like, why would you kick Prime Thunder? Why not kick Wonder? A lot of people were saying that, including myself. I thought Prime Thunder might have been the better player at the time, but Wonder has really shown why he's on this team, why he was the leader, why he chose this roster move, and it's worked out so well for them.
And the grind's paying off, but it's a matter of whether or not they're going to fizzle out after this. But Kronovi, with, I guess, we've talked about it so much, his leadership, but the way he approaches the game is so different from everybody else. And I think that with mechanics like AJ and Wonder backing him up, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works. But, you know, we're talking about all the experience here from Rogue and the success that they've had, but we cannot ignore Dignitas and the fact that this is the second major roster shuffle that this roster has had since, again, the greatest Rocket League team to ever exist, or at least that's what it looked like.
And this is a bold roster move. Turbo on the outs, and they bring in Astral, who has no rival series experience, no RLCS experience. So to bring in someone so new, this has to land on Violent Panda to try and mold this player. Like, we all know he's a mechanical god with Astral, but he's got to learn the threes game now.
Exactly. It's a whole different mindset and a ball game for him, because he has to come in here as the new player with so much pressure on him and so much on his shoulders, because Dignitas, they have the name and the reputation of being the best, and now everybody, you see Dignitas and you don't even think about coming 2nd place, 3rd place. You think about them winning, because that's all they've been known for so long. So a new player comes in, Turbo, the veteran, the 3-time, is gone. How do we even replace that?
Yeah, it's not only are you joining the ranks of, again, the team that is associated with winning in Rocket League, but then filling the shoes of the 3-time. So it is a big tale here from Astral, but luckily enough, we got to sit down with Astral and hear some of his thoughts here with Dignitas.
I've been playing with Dignitas since 2 or 3 weeks, just after DreamHack Dallas. He wanted to pick me after Turbo left, so I'm playing after a 3 times world champion. It's pretty big, and I hope I can do as much as him. Joining Dignitas is a really big pleasure, because it's a really big team and they made a lot of achievement. Yeah, I'm really proud of it, and I can't wait to play. We have been preparing for DreamHack Valencia by doing 2 streams per day since 2 or 3 weeks. playing on the stage will be pretty stressful for me because it's gonna be my first time on a stage, on a big stage, with a lot of people in front of me and a lot of people on the stream too. Playing online is really different because you see the players in real life, you see all the other players, and I feel stressed, but proud of myself because I can achieve that for the first time of my life, so I'm proud. Other than our World Championship, DreamHack is another, the second big event for Rocket League, and it's pretty good to be here for this event. Our form is pretty good. We are pretty confident about this DreamHack. I think we can go really far, and for Dignitas, we're gonna win another trophy.
You could hear a bit of the timid confidence is what I'm going to call it. They're coming out from Astral, understanding and respecting the scale and the magnitude of what he is partaking in, but still being eager and hungry to be the what if I could replace or maybe even improve on that.
So we talk about experience, right? But the beauty of DreamHack for 2019 is that Astral, he has a lot of experience versus RLCS teams. He's beaten already 5 or 6 of them. Actually, I believe it is 6 of them so far throughout. He made it to day 2 at Dallas. He made it to day 2 when he was at Leipzig as well. So he knows how to perform. He knows how to beat these pros. But now he joins like the ultimate pro team, right? He joins Violent Panda. He joins like a team with so much success, and he'll have to see if he can replicate his performances when he was on those teams at a rival series caliber. He's moving up a step now.
And the way he responded in that interview was perfect, in my opinion. You know, he acknowledged what was ahead of him, the giant journey and the mountain he had to climb, literally going against Rogue over here, the mountain that he has to climb right now. And he was just confident. But it's going to be a very difficult road ahead because you're facing Kronovi and this Rogue team, who are also incredibly hungry to prove that they're here to stay, and they're a top team.
And a Rogue that's like looking debatably the best they've ever looked.
Yeah, absolutely. We always talk about, oh, there's a big 3 in NA, but Rogue was like, no, man, there is definitely a big 4 right now. We showed up. They took down Barcelona relatively easily. Then they took out Triple Trouble as well, and they made it all the way to the semifinals of the World Championship. They did fall to G2, which they wanted probably a few games in that series, but at the end of the day, it was a great performance from them.
I'm looking at the silent assassin there. That is AJ, actually, and I'm honestly, you see him in the air, and you're confused as to what he's going to do because he can get these flip resets, these double touches. Probably one of the best mechanical players, in my opinion, in North America. If you see him in the air, he's a threat.
I feel like when watching AJ, I look at him and off of that note of like what he can do mechanically, but it feels like he's a player that like he doesn't almost even know immediately what his intention is, and then it's like, oh wait, I figured it out, and then just executes. And I feel like that may not be the case, but whenever I watch him play, because I'm sitting there going like, what are you thinking here, young man? Like, what do you plan to do with that touch? And it's clear, it all comes to light pretty quickly.
And he's so serious too when he scored that flip set. Like probably the best shot we saw like at the World Championships, just completely stone-faced. And Wonder's like, hey, you just hit that. You hit one of the best shots.
I don't understand how he does it.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't know what he does half the time. He's like, oh, okay, I guess I scored a goal. Like, it's the same thing, because at the end of the day, it's still a goal. That's how he views it, and it's crazy.
I feel like he's just so into the zone to be able to execute at that level that he just kind of like blacks out all the rest of the stuff. It's not like, oh, that could be a goal. It's just like, this is the only way this happens, so I'm going to just execute. And then suddenly, everybody else is excited. I was just doing what I thought.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know why you guys are excited. It's just AJ. It's me. Come on, guys.
And then at the other side, with Dignitas, man, it's going to be crazy to see a brand new Dignitas at this point. 2 roster moves in 2 seasons, so it's only Violent Panda left, and it's going to show his leadership now, where he has won 2 World Championships as a leader, but now he already brought in Yukio. He already has a DreamHack title with him, but now you're bringing in Astral as well. It's just so much to learn so quickly for Astral, and we'll see how he does.
And I don't even feel like, Yukio necessarily existed on that roster long enough to maybe totally find his place within that. So I feel like the doubling down on the change is going to be really interesting to see what does, in fact, come to light here for Violent Panda, the only remaining member of the roster. But with that, it's prediction time, guys. Who is going to take it here? Is it, in fact, going to be Dignitas, or do you think Rogue has it all?
We heard it from Astral himself. He hasn't played on stage before at a DreamHack, and I think the very first time, I don't think it's going to go his way. Like, I think Rogue will take this just because it's hard to play that first series on stage. So I think Astral, he might kind of struggle here, so I'm going to go with Rogue.
I think both teams are going to be fighting for it, but Rogue, I also agree with, are going to take it. I think it's going to be too much to handle at first, but we'll see if he can actually embrace that. But after the first loss, if he does take a loss, that's when you see huge improvements, but I'm going to go with Rogue.
It's a tough one, you know, with so much sitting on Dignitas' side and with the success of Rogue. I want to resign with Rogue, but I something inside, man, it's calling. I think,
still a threat.
I'll be
It's
honest.
that
I
interview.
think
It's
it
that
was.
interview.
It was actually hearing how much respect we heard Astral actually give. It was. I think a lot of players in his position would walk in with a false sense of confidence, not because he truly has it, but to show that he isn't weak.
Or being too timid. Like, it was a perfect mix.
He respected it, but he also, you could see the hunger there within his eyes. And I'm looking at Astral to hopefully pull it through here.
And so far, Dignitas had a lot of success at DreamHack. Even when they did make the World Championship, they made it to 3rd place.
Yeah.
But that was with Turbopolsa, obviously, and a brand new roster move. But Violent Panda, he knows how to win. So we'll see if he can bring it to Astral.
Yeah, and we saw that with Leipzig as well. Like the guys really step up with no matter what version of the roster they do have, in fact, unfolding.
And Fruity himself was saying that Astral was going to be a huge addition to this Dignitas roster. They could be a threat.
We've seen insane plays from Astral, just on the defense. Just like I talked to Greasy actually when we were at the airport, and he's like, the recoveries from Astral are just out of this world. Like, you don't expect it, but he makes these double saves, and you just don't expect to see him there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be not only for Astral to play with Dignitas, but they're going to have to play with Astral and figure out what works for him and let him do his thing a little bit, and we'll see if it pays off.
All right, well, it is time here. We'll figure out if Astral has what it takes with the rest of Dignitas, and again, against a very, very good-looking, good-formed version here of Rogue. We're going to send you guys over to the commentary crew. We've got ourselves James Bot and Achieves. Let's get this thing underway.
Thank you, Dreadnought and Achieves. We get another glimpse of a World Championship team in Rogue, Dignitas, a team that came close. You know, they wanted to get that 4th spot in Europe, fell short, and now they're going to get a crack at Rogue, but now with Astral coming in.
Yeah, and it will be interesting to say the least, because I'm actually excited. We can sit here and talk all day about Astral and what we expect to see, but I'm excited to see AJ play, because I loved watching AJ play at the World Championship. That guy...
I mean, Rogue in general was a pleasure. I mean, you think about the flip reset that AJ had, and then also the double tap from Wonder.
Yeah.
Just some incredible shots from Rogue.
It was that, it was the validating show for Rogue. It's like, yes, we earned our place here. Nobody's taken that away. And now Dignitas is going to walk in, Astral, new kid on the block. They're going to tear all that down, is the idea. And they're absolutely right. Violent Panda has his work cut out for him. Yeah, he's worked with Yukio already, but do it all over again in a couple of weeks.
Here we go, kickoff, game 1, Dignitas against Rogue. This is for a spot in day 2. Astral attempting that pass to the middle, but Wonder is ready. Yukio bouncing it to the side. AJ just leaving it for a teammate. Wonder comes in to help him out. Wonder seeing AJ in the middle. AJ, the shot blocked at its origin by Violent Panda. Wonder centers again. AJ's there. The shot off the crossbar and out. And Astral will get the clear.
Sluggish pickup from Dignitas on defense, and Astral, my goodness, that's what they were talking about. He's got some awesome recoveries, and look at this one.
And he gets the boost here, immediately jumps, and you can see him going for the dunk, stalls it out.
If he doesn't stall, that ball doesn't go in the net.
Yeah, he locked his car in the upright position, making it as big as possible. Astral already making his mark.
That was gross.
Dignitas, an early 1-0 lead. Panda up, he'll beat Kronovi to the ball. Wonder retreats back. Wonder accidentally centering that over to Astral. Yukio, shot towards net, save from Kronovi. Wonder, getting in front of that ball, gets back to Kronovi. Wonder with a bump as well. Pass across the field, AJ first to it. Astral, getting into his own corner. Yukio lets it bounce. When pinched off to the side, Wonder hitting it backwards. Panda takes over with the dribble. AJ up the side, Astral racing to it. AJ still beats him, gets his jump back off the ceiling. Goes for the block. Yukio taking his time. Now a miss, but Yukio again with the hit. Shot towards net. Wonder with the shot. No boost in the tank for Yukio. And Wonder scores.
Yeah, he was definitely running back, tipped it off the side, hoping that Astral would be able to get to it. And unfortunately, Didn't catch any part of it to buy Yukio some extra time to maybe pick up a couple pads or at least get in the net. Just nothing going there. Not the best touch from Yukio, and unfortunately couldn't recover from it.
A little bit of a defensive error for Dignitas, opening up the door for Rogue. Yukio lobs it towards net. AJ to the side. Wonder lets him stay with it. AJ still with possession, centers it to Wonder. Wonder leaves it for Kronovi. Now Wonder passing it to Kronovi, who just got the demo on Panda. Good pressure developing from Rogue. And Wonder off the crossbar from the pass from Kronovi.
And a lot of space being given by Dignitas in their own half as well. It's a couple of times they've been able to get some passes with defenders pretty close, or at least have shots come at them uncontested from close to the Dignitas net. So I want to see Dignitas, at least on their own half, get a little bit more aggressive.
And another close dunk from Astral, playing with great speed. Getting over to challenge those balls. Astral over to Panda. Panda pops it to the side, but Kronovi was on the wall ready. And now AJ, narrow miss from him. Wonder, weak shot, it's bouncing up. Yukio hitting it to safety. Panda crossing it across field. Wonder off the ceiling, bouncing down. Astral over to Panda. Kronovi breaks up the play. Kronovi again towards backboard. Good touch from Yukio, sends it to the corner. Now pinch from AJ. Off the ceiling, down to Wonder, puts it off the corner. Kronovi again in the corner row, keeping possession in the Dignitas half. Wonder pops it up, stays with it. Now down to AJ. AJ pops it up for Crow. Crow back down to AJ. AJ, the shot bounces it by, and Rogue take the lead.
And I wasn't ever sure if Rogue were actually going to get any quality opportunities. It was such great pressure, but finally they get a pass, and Astral going into the net. He knew he was going to have to make some sort of stop, and he was geared up and ready to go, but just couldn't react to that shot. It came at him a little bit slower than he might have expected. He was maybe expecting somewhere off into the middle, just couldn't reach it.
Just a classic give and go from Kronovi and AJ. Doing well to make that play happen. Astral up. Off the wall, AJ taking over, flip, reset potentially. Looks like he might not have gotten it. Kronovi off the backboard. Panda downfield. It's another touch and gets the boost, but gets demoed immediately by Kronovi. Now on the other end, Wonder
save.
Forcing Yukio to make that save. Astral centers it. Shot from Panda. Is it in? Off the post. Across the net. A save from Kronovi on the goal line.
So close, and Dignitas, that was one of the few chances they've got. They've been on defense pretty much the entire game. And just a heartbreaker to have that one not find its way into the back end. Kronovi will put in an insurance goal. 3-1.
Oh my, a statement game from him. The passes, the saves, now the shot. Kronovi.
Solid. Game one for Rogue. It's been masterful pressure applied from them all throughout the midfield. It's been great challenge game. And actually that one's in off the kickoff. Wonder able to slide that one into the lower left-hand corner.
Rogue just piling it on, and Astral tried to hit that upfield and just bonked it right off Kronovi's car. And that put Dignitas in a tough spot. So Rogue, I mean, this was a close game for a majority of the game. The shot from Violent Panda could have made it such a different game.
It really could have been. But what are you going to do? I mean, if you're Dignitas, it's a team that should be able to take that on the chin, brush it off, and say, all right, let's just go get a little bit more aggressive, get the ball going back the other way some more in game two and bounce back. But other than that, Rogue can be happy with that one. I mean,
oh, of course, especially if you're Kronovi, not giving up on the play. The shot looks like it's going in potentially. And that one hitting off the post, just hovering on the goal line.
So Dignitas, again, that early part of game number one just felt a little too passive for my taste. I want to see him go out there and get a little bit more aggressive, win some of those challenges, because it really was just Rogue kind of just setting up the tent in the midfield.
Yeah, they kept so much pressure on Dignitas. Dignitas looking for those counterattacking plays. But we're going to take another look at this one. The Kronovi pass down to AJ. AJ bouncing that one over Astral. Astral just needed a little bit more height on that one when he had it saved. And then this shot from Panda off the post, off the crossbar, off the other post. He hit everything you could hit.
And that's the worst part, is the fact that after it hit the second post, it didn't even bounce out towards him. It went right back into the middle of the net, so it went towards the defender, and he got the clear, and it's just like,
With one shot, he won 3 posts.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he was hunting for the goal.
He's a great pinball player.
But Rogue making that statement game 1. We're seeing passing plays come out. Solid defense. The complete package so far for Rogue.
Absolutely. And you gotta, I mean, wash, rinse, repeat. You don't really see any reason to change. Astral, I thought, actually played pretty well. Like, even if he didn't get that one save, it's because he had to backflip to try and save speed and stay in that side of the net. He just couldn't get high enough on it, unfortunately.
Getting that early dunk, seeing some good speed from Astral. And even that chance from Violent Panda, Dignitas, it didn't look too shabby either. Now they're gonna have to bounce back in game 2. Pinch sends it to the middle, AJ. Sending it upfield, Astral with full boost now, gets his jump back off the ceiling, jumps down, the shot, saved from Kronovi, and a little pop there from Wonder to keep that ball away from Yukio.
That's just a wonderful play. Heads up from Wonder. Just react, something's in front of you, and Yukio will also make a strong stop towards the Rogue net on the counterattack, and easily saved by AJ.
And Rogue went from a team that was struggling in the regular season now to just an impressive team on all fronts. Keeping it going here so far with the game 1 victory. Now, AJ with the deny. Panda gonna try to wave dash back.
Oh, such control from Kronovi. Catching a pinch like that goes off the ceiling, comes right down onto the car. That's a tough one to gain control over, and actually, I think that was going to be off the bar, and I think Dignitas just put it in.
And a good challenge from Kronovi. AJ getting to this ball. And yeah, that shot, no, it looked like it might have been going in.
I think it was under the bar.
And the attempted save, not enough to keep Wonder at bay. Rogue continue their scoring spree. Now Wonder off the ceiling. You can tell he's feeling confident. Yukio interrupted.
Like the pressure from Dignitas. Get in their face. You got the ball over on the Rogue half on the kickoff. Just win the next couple of challenges, especially if AJ can't get a handle on it.
Yukio gets it by Kronovi. Squeezing it through, and Kronovi hustling back yet again. Refusing to give up on these plays. Now Astral on the sidewall, only 16 boost. Used it up there, couldn't do much with it. Yukio's gonna put it up the side. Kronovi taking over. AJ going for the shot. AJ will retreat. Astral going for the pass. A lot of Dignitas competing here. 1v1. AJ going for the flick.
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to do it. The demo from Wonder.
Violent Panda, I want to know if he even saw him coming. Oh, he definitely did. He knew Wonder was after him, and just a beautiful read from Wonder. Read the jump.
And AJ was ready to flick. He was cocked, loaded, ready to take a shot.
It's like, just
And
make
he's
a
like,
move.
"Ah, I don't need to." Wonder took care of the problem.
It's that patience from the man shooting the ball in those plays that's the most important part. Very easy to rush that touch and shoot before your teammate has really opened the door for you.
Rogue looking very good so far. Taking game 1 commandingly, and now off to a 2-0 lead. And game 2 just past the halfway point. Looking for some aerial dynamic play there. Kronovi with no boost, still able to get back to make the save. Back down to Wonder, controls it with the touch, flicks it by 1. Kronovi still on low boost. And now the shot,
that's
catching
beautiful.
Rogue out.
That is beautiful from Dignitas. It's Violent Panda. What a touch to take that one away from AJ. And how about Astral? That's a tough enough touch to catch as it is. but cleanly on target. And that's just a wonderful pass from Violent Panda.
Rogue committing heavily on that offensive attack. Kronovi with no boost going up on the attack. You could tell Rogue was vulnerable. Dignitas with that play. And like you said, Violent Panda with that pass. He's somebody that you expect to make great passes like that. Astral, the one to finish it off. Yukio getting the side boost, but now Wonder off. Sends it across field. Astral misses his touch. Yukio with a miss. Kronovi goes for the pass, finds AJ, weak shot. Saved from Yukio.
And Dignitas looking much better in this game number 2. Definitely able to get the ball over on the Rogue half at least. Obviously not always bearing fruit, but it's marked improvement from game 1 to game 2. And that pinch actually, hold your breath for a moment if you're a Rogue fan, but they find the clear.
Kronovi getting back in time. Final minute, Dignitas still down by 1. AJ off the corner over to Wonder. Yukio getting in the way. Yukio with the pass to the middle. Violent Panda shot towards net. Kronovi with the save. And now back, AJ swerving around the ball. Going for the flick, beats out the defense.
And again, it's because Wonder makes this beautiful little chip to take that away. And it's, I believe, Astral put in that one-on-one back the other way, and AJ just, he already had the advantage off the first touch. He was committed to his teammate winning the ball on the other side, and as soon as it slipped by, he was on the back foot, and AJ made him pay for it.
AJ with a case of the zoomies there, just driving around the ball. Astral going for the center. AJ not letting that happen. Panda clearing it back down. Kronovi with time. First touch control. It gets dunked on by Astral. Now on the other end, Demo's coming out. Panda lobs it up. Astral in the air. AJ with the challenge. Yukio with the miss. Panda again back up to the air.
Oh, can he get it?
And the double tap from Astral keeps hopes alive for Dignitas.
Great catch from Astral. Violent Panda sets him up, and a nice clean follow through off the ceiling. Wonder not able to get up in time, and a beautiful double tap for Astral. I mean, he said he felt a little bit stressed. Well, he's looking pretty clean on the field.
Yeah, even though Dignitas is down, can they make it here with the final seconds? Astral low boost, pass to Yukio, pre-jumped, and they couldn't make it happen. And Rogue take game 2.
They were right there. Oh, so close, but not good enough. And Rogue, again, will find a victory because Wonder was making a couple awesome plays. I mean, he should have 2 assists. He got the demo to give AJ that first goal. But Dignitas, I loved the game 2 approach. Much better on the pressure department. It was just solid defense from Rogue, especially Kronovi.
Yeah, Kronovi, his defense all series long has just been stellar. And it's been a blast to watch Wonder and AJ work the front of the field. AJ leading the attack, and even these plays from Dignitas. Dignitas getting back into the game here with that goal. The pass from Panda. But then this play from AJ, you could really tell that was really the play that put it out of reach for Dignitas.
Yeah.
But Astral with some heroic efforts here. The double tap from him. He is proving to be a solid pickup for Dignitas.
Absolutely. I mean, your first game on the stream, you're putting in stalled dunks, clean double taps off the backboard. It's like, all right, I get it. I get why they picked you. So fair enough. And you just hope he keeps it up here. And maybe Dignitas finds a rally here in game 3 and can stop this Wonder and AJ duo that's wreaking havoc on offense.
Rogue has just elevated ever since the end of the regular season in North America.
Rocket ship climb.
Yeah, they've just been evolving, continuing to evolve here. Fantastic placement at the World Championship, playing with that confidence here. The follow-up shot just floats over the Dignitas defense. Wonder scores just 9 seconds in.
How was that going to find its way into the net? What a touch from Wonder. Over the head of Violent Panda and Yukio and Astral. I mean, what are you going to do? How is that supposed to find its way on target?
I think that just surprised them. They were in net gearing up for maybe denying a pass off the back wall. And the shot just comes in, catching them off guard. Now on the other end, Astral off the backboard. Panda going for the center. AJ preventing that from happening. A flick from Kronovi past one in the corner. Panda getting bumped out of the way. Yukio there to back him up. Astral with the demo as well.
Unfortunate though, Yukio not able to find that pinch, allows Rogue back on offense. AJ not able to find the tap. But pressure still building for Rogue and a chance for Violent Panda to clear it downfield.
Panda with the air dribble. Wonder getting in the way, and then AJ denying the bounce down to the middle. Astral off the ceiling. Kronovi with the challenge. Now Panda off the ceiling and down. Yukio helping him out with the clear. AJ trying to stop it, but again hit down to the Rogue corner. Wonder sending it downfield. Yukio back to Kronovi. Kronovi with the shot. It's going to go wide. Astral has to get in the way of that. He'll send it deep to the Rogue corner.
Oh, nice job from Yukio to force Wonder off that ball. Let's Dignitas get on offense. Not for long, though. Beautiful clear from Rogue.
Powerful from Kronovi. Follows it up with a pass attempt. This one off the ceiling down to Wonder. Astral gets there first. Yukio leaves it for Panda. Panda off the backboard. Yukio up. Yukio off the ceiling. Astral the shot. That's not going to find its mark. Dignitas with a chance there. Yukio, you expect more from him in that shooting situation.
It really was on Yukio to put that in a much more dangerous spot, but unfortunately straight off the ceiling. And Astral and Violent Panda weren't able to make the recovery effort on it. Now they're gonna have to search for something else here, but they got plenty of time still. And definitely forcing Rogue to respect the offense of Dignitas.
Yukio, center ball to Panda. Panda with a lob, double commit. But Kronovi will recover in net. AJ wins it downfield. Yukio getting the corner boost. AJ, the deny from Yukio. Yukio with the follow-up again. This one's gonna bounce high. Wonder going for the dribble. Air dribbles it out of his half. Now AJ over to Kronovi, and Kronovi will not be denied on the goal line. He scores.
We saw a couple of these passing plays from Rogue at the World Championship. We get another one here. Out to the middle, out to the side, into the net. And Rogue with a 2-0 lead just past the halfway point.
And the vision from Rogue, the passing plays, the speed of execution, all there for Rogue. They are the real deal. Kronovi gonna send it straight up the wall. Misses that follow-up. Wonder with a pinch, bouncing out. AJ on the prowl. Astral will get the clear. Wonder pops it back up. Kronovi, that shot finding its mark. 3-0 Rogue running away with game 3.
Just lifted into the midfield from Wonder, and a beautiful air roll from Kronovi. Yukio reading the language of Kronovi's car, expecting that ball to go towards the corner, just rolled right upside down, shot it right under him. Beautiful reaction.
Yukio wanted to stuff Kronovi there,
Yeah.
but that slight adjustment is exactly what the doctor ordered. Wonder. To AJ with the dribble, and he dunks it.
It wasn't even fair. It wasn't even fair. AJ and Wonder continue to wreak havoc on Astral. The second time he's put in this situation. This
What a
time he
bully.
dodged the demo.
What a bully.
He dodged the demo, but still can't keep AJ out of the net.
You can tell the comms for Rogue have to be on point. There's so many times where in an instant they're making that decision to go for those bumps. The teammate slows down the play, gives his teammate space to go for that. And then the dunk out. The play from Astral.
Everyone throwing out the, oh my God, in the chat. Astral off the ceiling, doesn't even get the touch. It's just Kronovi tapping it off the wall. Kronovi, you'll have a little bit of a laugh about that one. And Dignitas, you know, you'll take what you can get. It actually makes the game doable. 1:30 with 3 goals. It's a lot to
one
ask.
right now. Yeah, it's going to be tough for them, especially with how good Rogue has been playing.
Absolutely. It does put it in the realm of possibility, though.
Yukio leaves it for Panda. Kronovi almost getting another stop there in the air. Astral Passing it down. Drop towards net. AJ to the side. Yukio's going to go pass it off the corner. Now off the backboard. Yukio
there we go.
Getting Dignitas within 2.
So well done from Dignitas. They capitalize on a little bit of a double commit, and Kronovi expecting that bounce off the corner to maybe come around the wall a little bit more instead of going right back out to the midfield. Just gets stuck on the wall and can't stop the shot from Yukio.
And another fantastic effort from Astral. Getting up, getting that pass out to Yukio.
Oh, fake?
The fake from Yukio, but AJ there. Launched back. Dignitas, they need another one. AJ burning that time. Astral going for the clear, stopped by Wonder. Wonder can't get another touch. AJ sends it back to the corner. AJ, the shot, saved by Astral. Over to Panda. Panda centers to Yukio. Yukio, shot towards net, saved by Wonder, but Astral's up. Astral centers it, and AJ will clear it off to the side.
Oh, and Violent Panda, he didn't want 2 touches on that ball. It just stuck it against the wall and means precious seconds tick away. It's been a game of inches for Dignitas, and it hasn't gone their way.
Dignitas tried to pull it back, but Rogue was just too much. They are playing fantastic Rocket League. Rogue sweep Dignitas 3-0.
A satisfying victory, as it should be. They really did play some quality Rocket League, to say the least. Wonder and AJ getting the job done. Kronovi supporting on offense as needed, setting up a couple of great chances, keeping a lot of strong shots out of the net. And Astral, even on Dignitas, you might be a little disappointed you didn't win your first game.
He's showing promise.
I agree. That was a strong first showing for Astral, and Dignitas slipped away a little bit, but it was a pretty decent showing.
So Dignitas fall to Rogue 3-0. Rogue will be moving on to day 2. Dignitas not out just yet. And we have more Rocket League action coming up right after the break. We'll see you soon.